सभी लोग हाथ जोड़कर मन ध्यान करो. Clasp our hands and focus our minds as we commence our program today. Hari Om, Hari Om. Om Shri Ganeshaya Namah. Om Shri Saraswati Namah. Om Shri Guru Charan Kamale Yo Namah. Namaskar and Swagatam. Welcome to Sri Ram Mandir. It is Tuesday evening and we have a wonderful temperature outside. To be a warm day. We welcome you all who have gathered here in the Mandir and those who will join us on social media. We invite you to stay with us for the next hour and a half. We'll be concluding at 8:25 Aarti. Our program this evening will include Ganesh Pooja, Puja to Hanuman Ji, chanting of Hanuman Chalisa, reading from the Ramcharitmanas, and Bhajan and Kirtanam. There'll be Aarti and Preeti Bhojan is prepared for everyone to take away. Man dhyan karo. We appeal to God to bless us with a positive state of mind. Om Bhadrang Karnevi Shrunuyam Deva Bhadrang Pashyema Shaviryajatra Sthirairange Stustuvagam Shasanui Vyasema Devahitam Yadayam. Om Swasti na Indro Vridastrava Swasti na Pusha Vishwaveda Swasti no Starvarikshanemi Swasti no Brihaspati Dadatu. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om. We continue to glorify Bhagavan by paying obeisance to Ganapati Devata, Ganapati ka Pooja. Vakratunda Mahakaya Suryakoti Samaprabha Nirvignam Kurume Deva Sarvakarye Susarvada Sarvakarye Susarvada. Gajananam bhutaganaadisevitam kapita jambu palcharu bhakshanam umasutam shoka vinasakarakam namami Vigneshwar pad pankajam. Dhyayami, Avahayami, Stapayami, Ujayami. We shall be engaged in Manka Puja. All of us seated in our minds can get involved by chanting the mantras presented, as we shall offer Chandan, Pushpam, Doop, Deep, Naived or Karpur Arati. Sri Khanda Chandanam Divyam Gandhadyam Sumanoharam विलेपनं सुरुश्रेष्ठा चन्दनं पतिगृह्यता चन्दनं समर्पयामि चन्दनं समर्पयामि मल्यादिनी सुगन्धिनी मालित्यादीनि वे प्रभो मायायुतानि पुष्पाणि पूजार्थं प्रतिगृह्यता पुष्पं समर्पयामि पुष्पं समर्पयामि वनस्पतिरसोद्भूतो गन्धाद्यो गन्धौतम् अग्रे सर्वदेवानां धूपोऽयं प्रतिगृह्यता धूपं समर्पयामि साजं च वर्तिसंयुक्तं वैनायोगितं मया दीपं गृहाणदेवेश त्रैलोक्यतिमिरापहं दीपं समर्पयामि दीपं समर्पयामि सभी लोग ले लो दीपम everyone please take the light आपन आपन नाम नमन करके we call our names in our minds as we offer naivedya or prasad to Ganesh ji. Sharkara khandakadhani daghi cheer gritani cha aharam bhakshabhojayam cha naivedyam pratigrihyata Om Shri Ganapati Devata नैवेद्यं समर्पयामि सभी लोग आइए ओम श्री गणपति देवता नैवेद्यं समर्पयामि कर्पूरगौरं करुणावतारं संसारसारं भुजगेन्द्रहारं सदा वसन्तं हृदयारविन्दे भवं भवानी सहितं नमामि भवं भवानी सहितं नमामि कर्पूरादिकं समर्पयामि सभी लोग ले लो कर्पूर आरती मन ध्यान करो as we focus our minds upon the feet of Ganesh ji we offer stuti एकदन्ताय विद्महे वक्रतुण्डाय धीमहि तन्नो दन्ती प्रचोदयात् गणपति देवता की जय. And now we have bhajan. We ask everyone to join together in chanting bhajan dedicated to Ganesh ji. Vande Ganapati Vande Ganapati Vande Ganapati Vande Ganapati Vighna Vinashan He Lambodhar Gajanana
शशि शेखर
वंदे गणपति विघ्न विनाशन हे लंबोदर गजानना। सभी लोग तालियां।
गणपति विघ्न विनाशन हे लंबोदर गजानन।
अग्रदेव तुम्हें वंदना,
अग्रदेव तुम्हें वंदना,
अग्रदेव तुम्हें वंदना,
अग्रदेव तुम्हें वंदना।
वंदे गणपति विघ्न विनाशन हे लंबोदर गजानना।
वंदे गणपति विघ्न विनाशन हे लंबोदर गजानन।
लोभ व्याधि हरो,
काम क्रोध मद लोभ व्याधि हरो,
काम क्रोध मद लोभ व्याधि हरो,
काम क्रोध मद लोभ व्याधि हरो।
निर्विकार निर्मल मना,
निर्विकार निर्मल
विघ्न विनाशन हे लंबोदर गजानना।
गणपति विघ्न विनाशन हे लंबोदर गजानन।
सब लोग तालियां, everybody clap your hands। वंदे गणपति वंदे गणपति वंदे गणपति विनाशन हे लंबोदर गजानना, हे लंबोदर गजानना, हे लंबोदर गजानना। गणपति देवता की जय। We now contemplate our minds on the divine in the form of Gauri Mata. मन ध्यान करो, focus our minds to the feet of the Divine Mother. सर्वमंगल मांगल्ये शरण्ये त्र्यंबिके गौरी
नारायणी नमोस्तुते
नारायणी
नमोस्तुते
ओम गिरिजाय विद्महे शिवप्रियाय धीमहि तन्नो दुर्गा प्रचोदयात् तन्नो दुर्गा प्रचोदयात् गौरी माता की जय. And we now contemplate the Divine Mother as we offer Bhajan and Kirtanam. सभी लोग तालियां. Everyone get engaged. हाथ तालियां. Smile. मुस्कुराने हैं. Everybody looks so busy, tired and sad. Smile. Your मंदिर मन मंदिर है. The temple of our minds must be happy. When there is happiness in our minds, then all of our miseries go away. तेरा द्वार भवानी
प्यारा सजा है तेरा द्वार भवानी
भक्तों की लगी है कतार भवानी
भक्तों की लगी है कतार भवानी
प्यारा सजा है तेरा द्वार भवानी
प्यारा सजा है तेरा द्वार भवानी
ऊंचे पर्वत भवन निराला ऊंचे पर्वत भवन निराला भवन निराला मैया भवन निराला आके शीश नवाए संसार भवानी
शीश नवाए संसार भवानी
प्यारा सजा तेरा द्वार भवानी
प्यारा सजा है तेरा द्वार भवानी
जगमग जगमग ज्योति जगे है
जगमग जगमग ज्योति जगी है
जगमग जगमग ज्योति जगे है
जगमग जगमग ज्योति जगी
ज्योति जगे है मैया ज्योति जगे है
ज्योति जगी है मैया ज्योति जगी है
तेरे चरणों में गंगा की धार भवानी
चरणों में गंगा की धार भवानी
प्यारा सजा तेरा द्वार भवानी
प्यारा सजा है तेरा द्वार भवानी
चुनरिया लाल लाल चूरा लाल
चुनरिया लाल लाल चूड़ा
लाल लाल चूरा मैया लाल लाल चूरा
लाल लाल चूड़ा मैया लाल लाल चूड़ा
गले लाल फूलों के सोहे हाँ भवानी लाल फूलों
के सोहे हार भवानी
प्यारा सजाए तेरा द्वार भवानी प्यारा सजाए तेरा द्वार भवानी। गौरी माता की जय, शक्ति माता की जय। सभी लोग स्वागत। In Hindu tradition, in the North Indian tradition, when we do puja, we start with Ganeshika puja, Gauri Ganesh ka puja. We do Ganeshi ka puja and then to Gauri Mata. The significance is one that is very, very profound, and it's important from time to time that we remind ourselves what the significance is. When we worship Ganesh, Pratama Gyan Ganapati Devata, Ganesh is at the front of all things. Before we go forward to any activity, we must contemplate Ganesh, because in contemplating Ganesh, we are asking God to allow us to master all of our faculties of cognizance, our senses of sight, hearing, smell, taste and touch. When these are engaged mentally and not disturbed by external activities, then we are dhyanam, we are focused. And when we are dhyanam and we are focused, then it becomes very easy for us to proceed to the next stage. But when dhyanam and focus is there, there are other challenges. Man ka shakti, the strength of the mind is required to hold us to that focus. You know, some of us cannot sit still for more than 30 seconds. If we try sitting, we are scratching, itching, touching, moving. We cannot sit still. As such, man ka shakti, the strength of the mind is not there. So if I say to everyone, sit upright, right now, everybody, some of you are like this, sit upright, relax, and hold that posture throughout. Man ka shakti, it requires the strength of the mind to hold the body up. The body, by the way, follows the mind. The mind gets lax, the body just lax. The mind is intense, the body gets intense. So in praying to Ganesh, Gauri, we are saying, let me focus my faculties, let me have the strength of mind to hold those faculties in control at all times. So now, as we continue to glorify the divine in the form of Pavanaputra Hanuman, the servant of the divine Lord, his greatest strength is Manka Shakti, the strength of the mind. Hanumanji believed that he is the servant of the Lord, and he believes Chirika Chati, that if he opens up his chest, one will see the divine Lord there physically. Such is his belief. So profound was his belief. Hanumanji ka dhyan. Manojavam marututulya begam jitendriyam buddhimata varishtam vatatmajanvanarayu yamutyam Sri Ram Dutam Saranam Prapadye Sri Ram Dutam
Sharanam Prapadye
Atulita Baladhamam Hemashela Padeham Nanujavan Krishanam Jnaninama Gaganyam सकल गुण निधानम वानराना मरीशम रघुपति प्रिय भक्तम वात जातम नमामि रघुपति प्रिय भक्तम वात जातम नमामि। और हनुमान की जय। We join together in Pooja to Hanumanji. We shall offer Chandan, Pushpam, Doop, Deep, Naived. Sri Khanda Chandanam Divi. Bolo.
Gandharyam sumanoharam vilepanam surashreshtha chandanam प्रतिगृह्यताम्
चन्दनं समर्पयामि.
चन्दनं समर्पयामि.
Now everyone can join with me in chanting the next mantra. Look at the screen. The words are in Hindi and in English. Malyadini sugandhini malityadini ve prabhu mayahirtani pushpani pujartam pratigriyatam pushpam samarpayami. Bolo
पुष्पं समर्पयामि.
वनस्पति रसोधूतो गन्धाद्यो गन्धौतम् अग्रेय सर्वदेवानां धूपोऽयं प्रतिगृह्यताम् धूपं समर्पयामि. साज्यं च वर्ति संयुक्तं वहिनायोजितं मया दीपं गृहाणि देवेश त्रैलोक्य तिमिरापहां दीपं समर्पयामि. दीपं समर्पयामि. सभी लोग ले लो दीपम. Those of you who brought prasad to offer to Hanumanji, please bring your prasad now and place it in front of Hanuman. सभी लोग प्रसाद आ रही. Anuj, remove the barrier, please. Bring your prasad and place it here and stand here. Do not go away. You will be offering your prasad yourself. Anuj, help कर दो. सब प्रसाद रखते. तालियां. जय हनुमान श्री हनुमान जय हनुमान श्री हनुमान. सभी लोग हाथ जोड़कर. In offering prasad there is a sankalp. Sankalp is a consecration. If you have brought prasad to offer, please come and stand here. Please come back. Stand here. Everyone, apan naam naman karke, call your name in your mind, and if you know your gotra, your lineage, call that also. In essence, we are all making these offerings. Although we may not have brought something mentally, physically, mentally, we bring prasad of love and affection to Hanumanji. Man dhyan karo, call your names. Om Hari Om Hari Om Hari Om Vishnu Vishnu Paramatmane Sri Purana Purushotama Vishnu Ragya Pravartamanasya Adya Brahmano Dutya Prarve Sri Svet Bhara Kalpe Vaivasman Mantre Hastabhin Satitame Kaluge Kalpatam Charno Jambudupe Bharat Canada Desh में Mississauga नगर में राम मंदिर स्थान में यजमान नाम अस्य वरुणा गोत्रस्य इति श्री महावीर स्वामी प्रसादनम पल्पुष्यादि समर्पयामि. पावन पुत्र हनुमान की जय. As we will now continue to chant the Hanuman Chalisa, everyone is welcome to come and make offerings. Take your prasad, offer it to Hanumanji. I'll leave the rest. Take the rest with you over to the counter, please. Sri Guru Charan Saroj Raj Nijamana Mukura Sudha Varno Raghuvar Buddhi Natanu Janike Sumiro Pavan सागर रामदूत अतुलित बल धामा
अंजनी पुत्र पवन सुत नामा
महावीर विक्रम बजरंगी
सुमति निवार सुमति के संगी
कंचन वरण विराज सुवेशा
कानन कुंडल कुंचित केसा
हाथ ब्रज और ध्वजा विराजे
आगे मूज जनेऊ साजे
शंकर सुवन केसरी नंदन
तेज प्रताप महाजगवंदन
विद्यावान गुणी अति चातुर
राम काज करिबे को आतुर
प्रभु चरित सुनि वे को रसिया
राम लखन सीता मन बसिया
सूक्ष्म रूप धरि सियहि दिखावा
विकट रूप धरि लंक जरावा
भीम रूप धरि असुर संहारे
रामचंद्र के काज सवारे
लाए संजीवन लखन जियाए
श्री रघुवीर हर्षि उर लाए
रघुपति की बहुत बड़ाई
तुम मम प्रिय भरत सम भाई
सहस बदन तुमरो जस गावे
अस कहि श्रीपति कंठ लगावे
संकादिक ब्रह्मादि मुनीसा
नारद सारद सहित अहिसा
जम कुबेर दिग पाल गहाते
कवि को विद कहि सके कहाते
तुम पुकार सुग्रीव ही कीन्हा
राम मिलाए राजपद
तुमरो मंत्री विभीषण माना
लंकेश्वर भय सब जग जाना
जुग सहस्त्र जो जन पर भानु
लील्योताई मधुर फल जाना
प्रभु मुद्रिका मेली मुख माही
जल लांघि गए अचरज नाही
दुर्गम काज जगत के जेते
सुगम अनुग्रह तुम्हारे तेते
राम दुआरे तुम रखवारे
होत न आज्ञा बिनु पैसारे
सब सुख लहे तुम्हारी सरना
तुम रक्षक काहू को डरना
आपन तेज संहारो आपे
तीनों लोक हाथ के कापे
भूत पिशाच कट नहीं आवे
महावीर जब नाम सुनावे
नाश रोग हरे सब पीरा
जपत निरंतर हनुमत बीरा
संकट से हनुमान चुरावे
मन क्रम वचन ध्यान जो लावे
सब पर राम तपस्वी राजा
तिनके काज सकल तुम साजा
और मनोरथ जो कोई लावे
सोई अमित जीवन फल पावे
ये चारों युग पाप तुम्हारा
है प्रसिद्ध जगत उजियारा
साधु संत के तुम रखवारे राम को पावे,
जन्म जन्म के दुख विसरावे।
अंत काल रघुपरपुर जाहि,
जहाँ जन्म हरि भक्ति कहाई।
और देवता चेतन धरहि,
हनुमत से सर्व सुख करई।
संकट कटे मिटे सब पीरा,
जो सुमिरे हनुमत बलबीरा।
जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई। बोलो
जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई।
जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई।
जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई।
कृपा करो गुरुदेव की नाई,
कृपा करो गुरुदेव की नाई।
जो सत बार पाठ कर कोई,
जो सत बार पाठ करे कोई।
छूट ही बंदी महासुख होई,
छूट ही बंदी महासुख होई।
जो यह पढ़े हनुमान चालीसा,
जो यह पढ़े हनुमान चालीसा।
होय सिद्धि साखी गौरी सा,
होय सिद्धि साखी गौरी सा।
तुलसीदास सदा हरि चेरा,
तुलसीदास सदा हरि चेरा।
जय नाथ हृदय महडेरा,
की जय नाथ हृदय महाडेरा।
की जय नाथ हृदय महडेरा,
की जय नाथ हृदय महाडेरा।
पावन तनय संकट हरण, मंगल मूर्ति रूप।
राम लखन सीता सहित हृदय बसहु सुरभूप।
हृदय बसहु सुरभूप। पवन पुत्र हनुमान की जय। We now will have bhajan offered by Jasmine Randia, and then bhajan by Rukmini Nandala. Bhajan gaye.
आन पवन कुमार, आन पवन कुमार, अमरीश मंदिर में। आन पवन कुमार, आन पवन कुमार,
पवन पुत हनुमान की जय. Our program today, Aarti will be at 8:25. We'll be having bhajan, one more bhajan, then Hanuman Chalisa, and a reading from Ramcharitmanas. I advise you and encourage you to stay with us for Aarti and enjoy the moments. You know, there is 168 hours in a week. Did you know that? 24 hours a day, 168 hours. We work 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, 40 hours. We travel for a couple of hours a day. We spend about 80 hours working, traveling, and then another 20 hours sleeping. There's 40 hours that we have to account for. If you try one day to put that in a pie chart and divide it and ask yourself, how do you spend your day? And see where in that pie chart that you take time for yourself. You know when you take time for yourself? Right now, that's what you're doing. What you're doing here is not for anyone else. It is for the individual self. Peace of mind, tranquility, calm and serenity. It is the best therapy for stress and anxiety. So if you spend an hour in the Mandir, just imagine what value it adds to your life. You watch an Indian movie for 3 hours. Some of it adds values and some of it doesn't add any value. But if you spend 1 hour a week, by the way, some of us watch at least 2-3 Indian movies a week. So that's approximately 9 hours. 1 day a week we come to Mandir, 1 ghanta, 1 hour at least, and a half, to sit for ourselves. So I ask you to enjoy this evening today in the Mandir and join with us as we listen to the beautiful voice of Rukmini Nandalal singing Bhajan to Hanumanji. अतुलित बलदामं हेम शैलावदेयं धनुजवन कृशानुं ज्ञानिनामाग्रगम्यं सकल गुणनिधानं वानराणामधीशं रघुपति प्रिय भक्तं वात जातं नमामि रघुपति प्रिय भक्तं वात जातं नमामि. पवन सुत महाबली बोलो सदा जयकार पवन सुत महाबली. सदा जयकार पवन सुत महाबली की. बोलो सदा जयकार पवन सुत महाबली की. अपने कपीस को मन में बसा के,
अपने कपीस को मन में बसा के,
अपने कपीस को मन में बसा के,
नित करूं पूजन दर पे आके,
नित कर नाम जो ध्याए, संकट मोचन नाम जो ध्याए, संकट उसके पास न आए, बोलो सदा जयकार पवन सुत महाबली की, बोलो सदा जयकार पवन सुत महाबली की, महाबली की, महाबली की, महाबली की। जो सुनिए, सब लोग तालियां। कब लोगे हमरी कबरिया हो बजरंग बली, ओ बोलो ओ बोलो कब पग पग पाप कतरिया हो बजरंग बली, ओ बोलो कब लोगे हम, ओ बोलो काम क्रोध मद लोभ मिटा दो, काम क्रोध मद लोभ मिटा दो, मोह माया की बजरिया हो बजरंग
बल ओ बोलो
कब लोगे हमारी खबरिया हो बजरंग बली।
ओ बोलो
कब लोगे हमारी खबरिया बजरंग बली।
राम नाम धन कर लूं कमाई,
कर लो कमाई राम कर लो कमाई।
राम नाम धन कर लूं कमाई,
कर लो कमाई राम कर लो कमाई।
भर दो मन की गुजरिया हो बजरंग बली। ओ बोलो कब लोग ओ बोलो वीर हनुमान अति बलवाना, वीर हनुमान अति बलवाना। राम नाम रसिया रे प्रभु मन बसिया रे,
प्रभु मन बसिया
हे राम नाम रसिया रे प्रभु मन बसिया रे।
राम नाम रसिया रे प्रभु मन बसिया।
सीताराम जय सीताराम,
राधे श्याम
सीताराम जय सीताराम, सीताराम जय सीताराम, सीताराम जय सीताराम। वीर हनुमान अति बलवाना, राम नाम रसिया रे प्रभु मन बसिया रे। हे प्रभु मन बसिया रे, प्रभु मन, प्रभु मन बसिया रे। लाल दे लाले लसे और धर लाल लंगूर, ब्रज दे दानव दलम, जय 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 कपिसूर, जय 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 कपिसूर। और हनुमान की जय। Today we shall be reading from the Ramcharitmanas from the beginning of the Ramayana. As Guru Purnama was recently celebrated, the opening pages, the opening chopais and chand and sutras from the Ramcharitmanas glorifies the Guru. And today we shall chant these verses and we shall discuss them briefly. Jai Hi Sumirata Siddhiyo. जय ही सुमिरत सिद्धि हो। पेज 2 गणनायक हरिवर भगन ग्रह सो राशि शुभ गुण सदन कहोई पहचान सरो कृषा कृपा सिंधु नर रूप हरि महामोहत जासु वचन रवि करनि कर सियावर रामचंद्र की जय उमापति महादेव पवन सुत हनुमान सियावर राम जय शरण। वंदो गुरुपद कृपा सिंधु नर रूप हरि महामोहतम पुण्य जासु बचन रवि करनि कर सियावर रामचंद्र की जय शरणम। संत गोस्वामी तुलसीदास कहते हैं, जो कृपा के समुद्र और नर के रूप में श्री हरि ही है और जिनके वचन महामोह रूप की धने आधनकार में नाश के बंदो गुरु पदकंच कृपा सिंधु नर रूपरी। We bow to the lotus-like feet of the divine teacher, who is Nar Roop Hari. Nar form or Roop the form of man, Nar is man, Roop is the form, Hari, God, who is man representing God, or man who takes the form of God, not in physical form, but takes the form of God by projecting the teachings of Bhagavan. So the Guru is supposed to be the one who projects or disseminates the knowledge and the teachings of Bhagavan to all that we can all learn so we can relate to God in a better way. We all have a relationship with Bhagavan. We may not know this. From the time we arrive in this world and we have this life or this breath of life, this prana and this sharira, ये भगवान का relationship बंधन है. We are collectively related to God. हम सब भगवान को संतान है. So we cannot avoid God in our lives. But sometimes we do not know how to recognize the God in our lives. You know, sometimes you thank someone because they gave you something, but you never thank them every day because they didn't give you something again. You thank them once, and after that, you don't thank them again because why? They didn't do anything for me. But when was the last time God stopped doing anything for us? Can you remember the last time that He stopped doing something? If you can't remember, that means He's doing something constantly. For instance, He's making the planets do their thing 24/7 so that we can exist. He's making sure the seasons change and the flowers bloom and the crops grow and the grass is green, and He's doing this constantly. But are we thanking Him for all of those things? If someone was doing something constantly for you, I'm doing this for you, mother and father doing constantly, are we thanking them constantly? How often do we say, thank you mom, thank you dad, for all the things you did for me? Maybe on their birthday, or maybe Father's Day or Mother's Day, or when you're having a bad day, you go and say, Mom, I love you so much, you're so good to me. But when things are good, you forget about thanking mom and dad. This Guru concept is that we must take the time to connect with someone who can help us to understand our relationship to God. Not that we can become a yogi, we must become karma yogis. Karma yogis, hum sab karma yogis. We are all in the grihast ashram, the family life, where there's father, mother, children, brother, sister, friend, and all the extended family relationship. We are into that. If we become a brahmachari or sannyasi, then we go in this sannyasi yoga where we live a life of detachment from this social grouping, and that is another pathway towards understanding and realizing God. But for the majority of humanity, we all live in this grihastha ashram where we are karma yogis. So we are all yogis, but we are yogis through karma. What kind of karma? Mansa, in our minds, the thoughts we have, the words we speak, and the actions we perform is our karma. This is what makes us who we are. In Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna asked Bhagavan a question.
Sthit pragyashaka bhasha samadhi statascha keshava. Tell me, my Lord, how does a man or a woman of wisdom, how do they sit, how do they walk, and how do they talk? This sitting and walking and talking is really relating to our interaction with the rest of society. How we interact with society tells of us if we have wisdom or not wisdom. And what is the way we interact in society? Hanumanji, as we have chanted, he is the one who shows us how to interact. He is the guru that we look to say, show us Hanumanji, and he showed us constantly. How does Hanuman act to society? He's always a servant. In Ram Darbar, he's seated in front of Prabhu Ram on the knees, hands clasped. He's not asking, hands are not like this. They are like this. He's saying, I don't want anything. I'm thanking you for everything. Tell me what I can do to serve. When was the last time you asked God for an opportunity to serve? God, give me an opportunity to do something good today. Try it tomorrow morning when you get up. Quietly to yourself. Don't tell your spouse or friends you're doing this. God, please give me an opportunity today to help someone. And see if it works. If it doesn't work, give me a call. Because you must be living in the wrong world if you can't find someone you can't help every day. Because you don't have to look very far. And many of us believing helping is writing a check. And we believe, give charity today, write a check, and it's done. But the teachings of the gurus, and the teachings of our scripture, which is augmented by the words of the gurus, is that we must learn to live in humility. And that humility should be mansa, karma, vacha. We must be humble in our mind, in our words, and our actions. But if we are humble in our words, but our actions are not humble, like you said, no, I love you, but then when I do something for you, I do it out of, I did this for you, I did this for you. But if you love me, then do whatever you can for me. Don't demand of me anything because you did something for me. If Bhagavan was to send us all a bill tomorrow morning for all the oxygen we were breathing, how big you think the bill will be? Just imagine, are we not breathing this oxygen for free? By the way, some governments might find a way to charge us for this very soon. But this is coming. How is the oxygen coming? There's a process called photosynthesis. From the green leaves, the plants, and then the earth holds up the plant. So the earth is doing its part, holding the plant up, germinating the seed. The green leaves come, photosynthesis come, and we have oxygen. All of nature is contributing to our existence. How thankful are we? The number one message of all the gurus of the world is that people, be thankful to God. How do we say thanks to God? We said we pray to God. Pratna is a request. What request do we make to God? God forgive me, God guide me, God protect me, and God sustain me. So these are the pratnas, the outreach to God. Not ask Him, God, let me win the $1 million lottery. God, let me be better looking to my next door neighbor. God, help me to lose 10-pound weights. Bhagavan is not a servant, He's not a das. He is Pare se pare Paramatma. He's not the servant, He's the Lord. So don't treat Him like a servant. And then we go to complain to Him. Bhagavan, my husband, my spouse, my wife, my children. Can you imagine Bhagavan is saying, tell me something I don't know, please? I know all these things. I know everything that happens in your life. Why are you telling me you have cancer? I know this also. But are you asking me how you got cancer? Why you got cancer? Maybe it's not this janam, purab janam ka karma. But is it for us to complain to God? Or to thank God to say, please help me to overcome my cancer. Give me the man ka shakti to overcome and to face my challenges. And by the way, there's not a human being in this world who does not have a moment of failure. If you haven't failed, you will never succeed. All the great failures in the world have been the greatest success in the world. So if you fail once in a while, don't give up. DPP, discipline, patience, and perseverance. If you fail today, persevere. Have discipline to try again. Tomorrow you'll do better. Some of our students, I failed this exam, Panditji. I don't know what to do with my life. Write the exam again. Study harder. Or if that is a subject that you're not very good at, then change the subject matter. Take on something else. But don't give up and say, life doesn't love me, God doesn't want me, and then drop our hands away. Then we have no man ka shakti. When we have man ka shakti, We face life challenges, regardless of what it is. But then on the other hand, in order to help each other, someone may be weak. If you're walking on the road and you see someone who's lame and who cannot cross the road, and you're strong and healthy, and you go help that person to cross the road, then you're helping them to reach a stage where they can be healthy to walk alone. So we know people who are not healthy and they need a hold in hands, and they could be your next door neighbor, your brother, your sister, your father, your mother, or the enemy. Then help them along the way. Because in helping them, we are helping ourselves. What benefit did Hanumanji gain when he helped Prabhu Ram? Did he get any payments? He got the peace of mind to knowing that he had the opportunity to help, and he will help the Lord. Pavanaputra Ramana ki jai. So we'll read a few chaupais from the Ramcharitmanas, opening chaupai. Ram, Siya Ram, Siya Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Raghupati Raja Ram. Oh, Bando Guru Pad Padma Paraga, Suruchi Subhas Saras Anuraga. Ram, Ram Jai Jai Ram. Bolo Raghupati Raghav Raja Ram. Oh, Ami Amuramay Churan Charu. Sanana Sakal Pavaruj Parivaru. Ram, Ram Jai Jai Ram. Raghupati Raghav Raja. Om Sukta Sambhutan Bimala Vibhuti. Ram, Siya Ram, Siya Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Raghupati Raghav Raja. Oh, Janamana Manju Mukur Malharani. Kiye tilak gunagan bas karani. Ram, Siya Ram, Siya Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Raghupati Raghav Raja Ram. Oh, bolo. Drishtiya hoti Ram. Ram, Raghupati Raghav Raja. Oh, Galana Mohatam So Suprakasu. Ram, Siya Ram, Ram Jai Jai Ram. Raghupati Raghav Raja. Oh, bolo. Ram, Siya Ram, Ram Jai Jai Ram. Raghupati Raghav Raja. Om Sujahi Ramcharita Mani Manik.
प्रगट जो जेहि खानी राम।
रघुपति राघव राजा राम, पतित पावन सीताराम, पतित पावन सीताराम। जटासु अंजन अंजी दृग, साधक सीध सुजान ओ रामा, साधक सीध सुजान। कौतुक देखै सैल बन, भूतल भूरि निधान। सियावर रामचंद्र की जय, उमापति महादेव की जय, पवन सुत हनुमान की जय। सियावर रामचंद्र की जय शरणम। मंगल भवन अमंगल हारी, द्रवहु सदशरथ अजर बिहारी। राम सिया राम, जय राम, रघुपति राघव राजा राम।
जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई,
कृपा
ओ गुरुदेव की नाई। राम सिया राम, सिया राम, जय जय राम,
रघुपति
राघव राजा राम। सीतापति रामचंद्र भगवान की जय, पवन पुत्र हनुमान की। Let me take this opportunity to सभी लोग स्वागत, to welcome all of you here today। ये प्रश्न है, कौन पहली बार आए हैं? Who has come for the first time to our मंदिर? हाथ उठाइए। 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 तालियां। We welcome you to Sri Ram Mandir, and we want you to know that there is a lot happening over the next couple of weeks that we want you to be aware of, that you can become involved. Slides. Pretty much today is sponsored by the Puneet and Dave family. Let's give them a big hand, please. Dagra Pooja will be on July 15th, and Jalaram Baba Satsang on July 16th. Our summer camp has commenced, and it has started today, and we started out with 12 students, although 70 people registered. So I guess everybody's still waiting for a week or so. We are hosting a Ram Ain Yajna commencing on July 17th, Ram Katha for 7 days. And we invite every one of you to make notes of these days. It will commence on July 17th on Monday, and will be 6 nights of Katha and 1 Sunday morning. Ram Katha will be done. We shall be reading throughout the Ramcharitmanas. We will not be able to read all of the Chaupais and Dohas, but we'll pick selected chapter from Ram Ka Naam, Ram Janam, Ram Banvas, all of the things relevant to day-to-day life. So we invite you to join us. And if you would like to be one of the Yajnakarta, the Yajman for that day, please check with the front office. If you are inclined to sponsor one of the nights of Priti Bhojan or sponsor the Katha, please talk to the people in the front office. And there is pamphlets. Pamphlets, eh? Are they there? There are leaflets available for you to take away and to give out and invite others. Invite your friends and relatives, those who are visiting Canada maybe on holidays, to come and to enjoy Ram Katha.
Every night will be 1.5 hours of reading from the Ramcharitmanas, followed by Aarti and Piti Bhojan. Program will start with Pooja at 6:30, Vyas Puja at 7, Ram Katha at 7:30 to 8 to 9, I believe. And those are the hours. So we look forward to seeing all of you on these occasions. If anyone has brought prasad that was not offered, please bring your prasad now. And do this quickly. Jaldi karo. Hanuman ji ka prasad, bring it in front here. Sharkara khand ka dhani dadi chira gritani cha aharam bhakshvojayam cha naivedyam pratigriyatam naivedyam samarpayami naivedyam samarpayami. Jai Hanuman, Shri Hanuman. बोलो जय हनुमान श्री हनुमान जय हनुमान श्री हनुमान बोलो जय
हनुमान श्री हनुमान जय हनुमान श्री हनुमान
जय हनुमान श्री हनुमान श्री हनुमान बोलो
जय हनुमान श्री हनुमान जय हनुमान श्री हनुमान।
शर्करा खंड का धानी दधी चीर घृतानि च आहारं भक्ष्यभोजनं च नैवेद्यं प्रतिगृह्यताम् नैवेद्यं प्रतिगृह्यताम्। जय हनुमान श्री हनुमान जय हनुमान श्री हनुमान। पवन हनुमान की जय। सभी लोग खड़े हो जाए, आरती करेंगे। कितना थाली बनाकर अनुज, कितना थाली? हाउ मेनी थालीज हैव यू प्रिपेयर्ड? देखो, we have 8 lines for Aarti. Please follow one of the lines. आरती की जय हनुमान नला की दुष्ट गलन रघुनाथ कला की।
आरती की जय हनुमान लला की दुष्ट गलन रघुनाथ कला
जाके बल से गिरधर कापे रोग दोष जाके निकट अंजनी पुत्र महा बलदाई संतन के प्रभु सदा सहाय।
आरती की जय हनुमान लला की दूष दलन रघुनाथ कला
लंका जारी सिया सुखिलाई, लंक सकोट समुद्र सिखाई, जात पवन सुत बार न लाई, आरती कीजे हनुमान लला की, दुष्ट दलन रघुनाथ कला। असुर संहारे, सिया राम जी के काज सवारे, लक्ष्मण मूर्छित पड़े सखारे, आई संजीवन प्राण उबारे, आरती कीजे हनुमान लला की, दुष्ट दलन रघुनाथ कला। पताल तोर चमकारे, अहि रावण की भुजा उखारे, भाए भुजा असुर दल मारे, दाहिनी भुजा संग जन तारे, आरती कीजे हनुमान लला की, दुष्ट दलन रघुनाथ कला। जन आरती उतारे, जय 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 हनुमान कंचन थार कपूर लो छाई, आरती करत अंजना माई, जय हनुमान लला की, दुष्ट दलन रघुनाथ कला। हनुमान लला की, दुष्ट दलन रघुनाथ कला। हनुमान जी की आरती गावे, बसी वैकुंठ परम पद पावे, लंका विध्वंस किए रघुराय, तुलसीदास प्रभु कीरति गाए, आरती कीजे हनुमान लला की, दुष्ट दलन रघुनाथ कला की, आरती कीजे हनुमान लला की, दुष्ट दलन रघुनाथ कला की, आरती कीजे हनुमान आरती कीजे हनुमान लला की, दुष्ट दलन रघुनाथ कला की। दुष्ट दलन रघुनाथ कला की, आरती कीजे हनुमान लला की, दुष्ट दलन रघुनाथ कला की।
सभी लोग मेरी बात सुनिए, हाथ जोड़कर बच्चों देखो और सुनो. This is how we clasp our hands in front of our chest. Children, parents show the children. Man Shanti, no talking during these prayers. We focus our minds and we give thanks to Hanumanji to bless us with Atulita Baladamam, unending strength. If I'm a student at school, if I'm a worker, a housewife, a husband, mother or father, give me that strength of mind to face the challenges of life itself. As we pray today, I ask you to listen to the voice of Rukmini Nandalal as she will lead us in closing prayers. Everyone please. Om Hari Om Hari Om.
उल्लङ्घय सिन्धु सलिलं सलिलं यशोकवाहिं जनकात्मजाय आदाय तेने ददहालङ्का नमामि तं प्राञ्जलिराञ्जनेयम् आञ्जनेयमतिपातलाननम् काञ्चनाद्रिकमनीयविग्रहम् पारिजातरुमूलवासिनम् भावयामि पवमानन्दनम्
भावयामि पवमानन्दनम् यत्र यत्र रघुनाथ कीर्तनं तत्र तत्र कृतमस्तकाञ्जलिं बाष्पवारि परिपूर्णलोचनं मारुतिं नमत राक्षसान्तकम् मारुतिं नमत राक्षसान्तकम्. ॐ नौ शान्ति
अंतरिक्षगुं
शान्ति पृथिवी
शान्ति
रापा शान्ति ऋषदय शान्ति वनस्पत्य शान्ति विश्वदेव शान्ति ब्रह्मा शान्ति
सर्वगुण शान्ति
शान्तिरेवा शांति शांति. शीश झुकाकर धरती पर प्रणाम. We bow our heads touching the ground. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwara, Gurur Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah. तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः. असतो मा
सद्गमय
तमसो मा
ज्योतिर्गमय
मृत्योर्माम्
अमृतं गमय.
सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामया सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्. सियापति रामचंद्र भगवान की जय.
पवन पुत्र हनुमान की जय. राधा कृष्ण भगवान की जय. गणपति भगवान की जय. लक्ष्मी नारायण भगवान की जय. सरस्वती माता की जय. शंकर भगवान की जय. जगदम्बे मैया की जय. बोलिए सब संतन की जय. सदगुरुदेव महाराज की जय. अपने अपने माता पिता
की जय.
धर्म की
जय हो.
अधर्म का
नाश हो.
प्राणियों में
सद्भावना हो.
विश्व का
कल्याण हो.
धरती माता की
जय हो.
भारत माता की
जय हो. ओम नमः पार्वती पतये हर हर महादेव हर हर महादेव। श्री सच्च सनातन धर्म की
जय।
मन शांति शांति। If anyone is interested in volunteering for the Ram Katha Karyagram, 7 days of Katha, please let the front office know. You need to give them your name, your phone number and email address, and the days that you can volunteer. All of the work will be in the evening from 5 o'clock to 9:30. So we need people to volunteer those hours to help with all of the things for the yajna. If you're interested, you can volunteer. You must be over 12 years old to volunteer. Elders and anyone can volunteer, but you must be 12 years old.
सभी लोग पूज्य महाराज जी से प्रसाद लेकर जाएं।
मंहर मूर्ति राम धुनारे आन पराय भक्ति द्वारे। मंगल मूर्ति राम दुलारे आन पराय तेरे द्वारे। हे भजरंग भरी हनुमान हे महावीर करो कल्याण। हे महावीर करो कल्याण।
जगवंदन केसरी नंदन।
कष्ट हरो है कृपा निधान।
कष्ट हरो
है कृपा निधान। मंगल मूर्ति राम दुलारे आन पराय तेरे द्वारे।
मंगल मूर्ति राम दुलारे आन पराय तेरे द्वारे।
हे भजरंग भरी हनुमान हे महावीर करो कल्याण।
हे महावीर करो कल्याण।
मंगलमय जो वर
कल्याण, हे महावीर करो कल्याण। सुमिरन हनुमत वीरा, नास रोग हरे सब पीरा।
राम रखन सीता मन बसिया,
राम लखन सीता मन बसिया।
शरण परे काकी जय ध्यान,
शरण परे जय।
मंगल मूर्ति राम दुरारी, आन पराय अब तेरे द्वारे।
मंगल मूर्ति राम दुलारी, आन पराय अब तेरे द्वारे।
हे भजरंग
महावीर करो कल्याण।
मंगल मूर्ति राम दुलारी, आन पराय अब तेरे द्वारे।
मंगल मूर्ति राम दुलारी, आन पराय अब तेरे द्वारे।
हे भजरंग बलिया हनुमान, हे महावीर करो कल्याण,
हे महावीर करो कल्याण।